I've been using a few FlashForge 3D printers for over a year, and I really wanted to try a Bambu printer, so I bought the A1 Mini because this is such a nice compact option. I was really impressed with just being able to print directly off my phone from MakerWorld in the Bambu Handy app. This is just so easy to set up and use, and it works every single time, unlike the FlashForge printers, which I was running into some reliability issues. Also, the A1 Mini is very affordable, often going on sale when you buy it either by itself, or you can also get it with the AMS Lite, which adds up to 4 colors at the same time, so you can swap colors as you're going. Or if you want to print single color models, you don't have to manually reload the filament every time. The biggest drawback to the A1 Mini is the compact build plate on it just has 180 millimeters cubed, which makes it really compact. So if you're working with a limited space, this will be great because it is a bed slinger. The bed moves back and forth, the print head moves up and down and side to side, but it's really only a little bit smaller than the footprint of the actual full-size A1. I would say about 90% of the things I wanted to print were able to fit on the A1 Mini, but for some larger Gridfinity bins and functional prints, the A1 is a better option for me. But I still love the A1 Mini. I use it regularly because this gets you the same level of quality as the A1. But if you want to print a lot of Gridfinity stuff, you're going to hit the size wall because this can only print 4x4 on it, unlike the 6x6 that the A1 or the P2S build area is going to be. If you just want a compact and capable printer, this is still a really great option. And the AMS Lite costs just a little bit more to give you quite a bit more functionality, but that's going to take up quite a bit more space. So I would say the point of the A1 Mini is not to buy this with the AMS Lite. You should really consider getting the A1 if you want to get the AMS. But this is great because it has the full auto calibration, quiet operation, and the full Bambu app experience. This is going to be the printer that you'll buy, and then you'll want to get one of the bigger ones like the P2S or the full-size A1 because everything on this just works reliably. It works really well. I also had a couple wrong ideas about Bambu, like I thought you had to use their filaments. You don't. You can use any filament that you can get anywhere, and this has lots of great generic profiles that all function just fine for me. And the settings on this are just impeccable. The print quality is off the chain compared to the FlashForge models that weren't wanting to stick to the build plate. I did buy this cryo grip plate for it, but it's honestly unnecessary. The textured PEI plate works just fine on this printer as well. So if you're looking for an excellent 3D printer, check out the Bambu A1 Mini. This one is going to convince you that Bambu is the only way to go. And I'd say the only downside is you're eventually going to want something bigger so that you can print larger functional prints. If you're interested in checking out the best price on this, I got links to buy in the description below.